be starting our phonics lesson. And Mrs. Gleason, I'm just going to drop my mask so that you can hear all the sounds that we're going to be making today. And before we jump into today's phonics lesson, I just want to start by reviewing what we've already learned. So we're going to start by practicing our tricky words. Remember our tricky words?
Yes.
Right? You always see them in yellow. You see them at the back on your word wall in yellow. Tricky words are always in yellow, but I'm going to show them to you up here on our board. So they're nice and big. Can everybody see them?
Yes.
Okay, so when I tap the tricky word, you're going to read it aloud for me. Ready?
The. He. She. We. Be. Me.
Sorry. Okay, good. I got to jump ahead a little bit to get to the other ones we did in lesson 12 last week. Here we go.
A. O. Was.
Now, what makes was a tricky word? What makes was a tricky word? Why do we call it a tricky word? Catherine?
Because it has an A in the middle, and it sounds like a U.
It does. So sometimes our tricky words kind of the sounds make sounds that don't look like the letter that we're used to. So we've done letter A, right? And we learned that short A usually says like in hat. But in the word was, it does kind of sound like that short U. Very good. And the S? Does the S make its usual sounds? No. Frank, what do you think?
It sounds like a Z.
It does sound like a Z. So when we pronounce this word was, even though we spell it W-A-S, and we need to know it when we see it.
It sounds like W-U-Z.
It does. Very good. Okay, excellent, guys. I also want to review something else that we've been working on over this last week or so, and that's our double letters. Remember those double letters that we've been working on?
Yeah.
So take a look up at our sound wall. Take a look. Can everybody see these double letters over here?
Yeah.
What double letter is this?
Z.
Double B. Double B. What sound does it make? As in rubbing. Rubbing. When you look at these double B's, take a look at your power bar. Take a look at your power bar.
It's not that long.
It's not that long. What does that tell us? What does that tell us when the power bar... Please raise a nice quiet hand. What does that mean when the power bar is not that long? Richard?
It means you don't use it often.
You don't use it that often to write words. What would be the more common way that we might hear this sound? Marcelina?
With one B.
Probably with one B. Let's check that out. Ah, sure enough. What do we notice when we look at the power bar for one B? What do we notice, JC?
It's long.
It's very long. So that would mean that it's
the often way you write it.
the more common way that we write and hear this sound. Good job. But we can make the with one B, can't we? How about this one? This is the sound of...
Double D.
It's double D, but it still makes the sound of just one D. Add. Add. Good. Let's check out this guy over here. What do we have?
Double P.
Double P, but it still makes the napping. Good. How about this one?
Double S.
Double S.
Double Z. Double Z.
Making what sound? Our sound wall. This can help us when we read and we write. Excellent, guys. Well, that's going to bring us into today's lesson. Today's lesson actually has something to do with those double letters. And I think you're going to like this. We're going to learn a very cool rule for when we want to add another part to a word. So today we're actually going to be working on suffixes. Yes, Ariella, do you have a question?
Do you know the two R's make it the
Very good. Good job. Okay, so today we're going to be working on... Marcelina, question? Yes, go ahead, honey.
all double letters.
Knots. Very good. Very good point. Did you guys hear what she said? She said, I'm noticing that when I look at all of the double letters, when I look at the power bar, it's telling me that we don't use them to make those sounds very often. That they're made much less often than when we have just the one single of that letter. Good job,
What's the
Martha.
K?
I like how you're thinking.
Well, we
Good.
don't-
Don't forget to raise a quiet hand, Aiden. Yes, sweetheart.
You don't use the K that often.
That, and it's just one K. Good point. Good point. But it is probably bigger than the doubles. We don't even have double K. So okay. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Today we're going to be working on adding a suffix to a word. A suffix. When we add a suffix, this is the word that Mrs. Gleason is saying. Can everybody say suffix?
Suffix.
A suffix is a word ending. It is attached to the main part of a word. The main part of a word, we call that the root word or the base word. So, for example, I might take the word, let me think of one. How about the word eat? Mrs. Gleason can add ing to eat, and I have eating. Ing is a suffix. It is a word ending. It's added to the main part of the word that we call the root word or the base word. This is the main part of the word. Does everyone see how I added ing? When I just wait till I'm done, okay, Aiden? When I add the suffix ing to a word, it tells me that something is happening now. It is taking place right now. Mrs. Gleason is talking to the class, correct? Mrs. Gleason is talking to the class. When is it happening?
Right now.
Right now. It's happening right now. That ing lets me know that it's taking place right now. Ing is not the only suffix that we can add to a word. We can also add ed. That's another suffix. It's another word ending you guys might be familiar with when we want to show that something happened in the past, right? I call my mother. Yesterday I called my mother. Do you see that ed? That's another suffix. That's another word ending. We're not working on this one today, but I just wanted you to see how you can add it to a root word, a main word. Does everyone see that? What's the suffix we're working on today? Ing. I-N-G. Everybody say ing.
Ing.
I-N-G. And when we add it to a word, it tells us that it's happening now. Now, here's something interesting, boys and girls. There are some words that when we add our suffix, we can just slap the ing right on. We don't need to make any changes. Remember when Mrs. Gleason talked about eating? Do you notice I just slapped on ing? I can just slap it right up there. However, there are some words that change a little bit when we're adding a suffix. Just 1 second, Ariana. There are some words that make a little change before we add the ending. They do something special, and that's a rule that we're going to learn today. So, if we take a word with a short vowel, for example, everybody, let's see if we could read this word. These are all sounds that we've learned before. See if you can blend it and put it together. Ha, ha, correct? Ha. Well, the bunny looks like he is about to hop. Oh my goodness, look at him right now. He is hopping. When I have a short vowel, and it ends with just one consonant, I'm going to have to do something before I put the ing on. I'm going to have to double up those P's. What do I have to do? Double up those P's. Say, double it up, Mrs. Gleason, double it up. Here we go. Double P's. Hop turns into hopping. Can everybody take a look at my cards? Hop. Does everyone sit in a safe way, Matthew? Does everyone see? Does everyone notice what happened? What happened when I changed hop to hopping? Raise your hands. Raise a quiet hand. Yes, Ariana.
You changed
What did I have to do though in the middle? Do you see anything special that happened? Go ahead.
I-N-G.
I added ing. Did I add anything else?
No.
Did I just add ing?
You add the double P.
Double P. Say double it up, Mrs. Gleason. Double it up. There you go. There we go. Does everyone see what happens?
Yeah.
Now here's the rest of that rule. The rule says if I only have one consonant at the end, I have to double up the consonant before I add ing. But if I have a word that already has two consonants at the end, I don't have to double it up. Okay? Let me give you another word. Let me see. What do I got? Oh, I got a good one. I got a good one. This is something that the cat bandit likes to do in the stories. That's what made me think of this word. Our cat bandit from our phonics stories, he's always trying to steal someone's snack. He loves to be snacking. He's always snacking. Yesterday, Mrs. Gleason was snacking on blueberries with my kids at home. Snacking. You're having a little snack? Take a look. I have a short vowel in the middle. I have short A. But do I have just one consonant after? No. This time I have two consonants, a C and a K. When I have two consonants or more, I don't have to double up. I can just slap on the ing. Does everyone see the difference? One consonant, at the end, I need to double up. If there's already two consonants, do I need to double up? No, that would look silly, right? A C, a K, and another K? Too many. Right? Very good. Okay, take a look at this. I just want to review the vowels with you before we jump into our lesson, just to make sure you remember. We're going to be working with short vowels today. Everybody say A-E-I-O-U.
A-E-I-O-U.
One more time. A-E-I-O-U.
A-E-I-O-U.
These are our short vowels. A as in apple, E as in elephant, I as in igloo, O as in octopus, and U as in umbrella. We're going to be working with these short vowels today. If it's not a vowel, then it must be a consonant. All the other letters of the alphabet are our consonants, okay? So, let's get into it. Let's see if we can do a little practice. Can everyone please open up their phonics workbook to page 13.1? You should have a sticky tab so we don't have to waste time. Is everybody there on 13.1? Okay, give me a thumbs up. Give me a quiet thumbs up when you're there. Okay, everybody should be on phonics page 13.1, and this is what it looks like. Notice our skill of the day today. By the end of today, we will be able to read and write words with suffixes, specifically the suffix ing, which tells us that something is happening right now. Good job. Notice the first word, everybody. Does everybody notice the word rub in your workbook? Rub. Rub. Can everybody please repeat that? Rub. Rub. Can you do me a favor? Can you please underline the vowel in rub? What's the vowel? Raise your hands. What's the vowel in rub? What's the vowel? Jace G, you think you know? No, in the word rub. Which letter is the vowel? Is it the A, E, I, O, or U? In the word rub. The U. Good. Very good. Everybody underline it. That short U says Everybody say Now this is a short vowel word with just one consonant at the end. If it's a short vowel word with just one consonant, what do we have to do before we add ing? What do we have to do? What do we have to do, Marcelina?
Double up those legs.
Double it up. Say double it up, Mrs. Gleason. Double it up. I don't hear you. There we go. Double B, I-N-G. How do we read the new word? Everybody. Rubbing. How do we read the new word? Rubbing. Good job. Rubbing. Good. That one is done for you. You can just trace it. Can everyone please go to the next one in the book? Okay, now is when you need to start thinking. I'm going to get some help from you guys. Our second word. Who can read it for us? All sounds that we've learned, try to blend. Try to blend with one of the strategies that we learned. Put it together. Good. Who thinks they can read that? Yes? Good, Ariana. Look at Mrs. Gleason. Ab. Dab. Dab. Good job. Everybody repeat. Dab. Dab. All right, no dabbing. Okay, dab. In this case, dab means just to put a little bit of something. I put like a little dab of Vaseline on my chapped lips. Dab. A little.
I don't know what a dab is.
I just told you. Not that kind of dab. A little dab of something. Here we go. Here we go, boys and girls. We have D-A-B. Who can tell me what the short vowel is there? The short vowel? Yes, Kimura. A. Good job. Can everybody underline it? Right after the short A, how many consonants do we have? How many consonants do you see after the short A?
2.
Do you see 2 letters here, Matthew? After A? How many do you see?
1.
How many do you see?
1.
Just one letter. There's only one letter there. Just one consonant. What's the rule when there's just one consonant after a short vowel? What's the rule? Think. What's the rule when there's just one consonant? What do we have to do? What's the rule? Michelle?
Double it up.
Say it louder.
Double it up.
Double it up, Mrs. Gleason. Double it up. So how are we going to write dabbing, everybody? D-A-B-B-I-N-G. Did everybody double it up in your book? Double it up. Double it up, Aiden. Double it up. Good job. Beautiful. Good job. Nice. Nice. Did you double it up?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, let's read the next word. Ooh, our next word. I see some sounds that we know at the beginning. Who notices something at the beginning? Catherine, what do you notice? What is that? CH, what do we call this?
A diagram.
A digraph. Good job. A digraph. Does everyone hear that? There we go. What's our word? Ah. Good job. What's the vowel? What's the vowel? What's the short vowel that we see there? JC? What's the vowel in chop? What's the vowel? Is it short A, short E, short I, short O, or short U? Oh, good. Did everyone underline it?
Yeah.
How many consonants do you see after the O?
1.
Just one. So what do we need to do?
Double it up.
What do we need to do? Double it up, Mrs. Gleason. Double it up. Did you get chopping?
No.
Did you get chopping, Aiden?
Yes.
Aiden? Yes. Chopping. Write it. Well, look at me. The word's in your book, and you're just doubling it up, the final P, and adding what? Yep. So do you need to see there? No, we're gonna use our good brains. Chopping, beautiful. Yes, chopping. Did everybody write it?
Yes.
Did you remember to double it up?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to our next word. Yes, Catherine.
I noticed that there is PP and we have a PP.
You notice that we now have our double P in there, which is over there, beautiful, on our sound wall. But we know that it still makes the sound of just one P. Chopping. Beautiful. Good job, Catherine. Our next word up is swim. Ooh, swim. At the beginning of swim, I notice a blend. A blend. Good job. A blend. What's my short vowel in swim? What's my short vowel in swim? Look at my vowels. What's the short vowel? Casey? I. Good job. Everybody go ahead and underline it. How many consonants? Yes, Ariana?
We have swimming over there.
We have that word on our sound wall. Good job. Swim. How many consonants do you see after your short vowel? Everybody.
One.
Just one. And when there's just one, what do we need to do?
Double it up.
Double it up, Mrs. Gleason. Double it up. Did everybody double it up?
Yes.
What's the new word we created?
Swimming.
Swimming. Good job, guys. Did you write that on your chart?
No.
If you didn't, please do it now. You think you can try the next one by yourself?
Yes.
Okay, remember what you have to do.
Double it up.
Okay, let's see.
Swimming, we can't double it up.
We did double it up with swimming because we had a short vowel and one consonant. So we doubled up our M's. Yes, it does. Yeah, there are other words that have that ing in it. Yep. We're using ing as a suffix though today. We're using it as a word ending. We're adding it to a root word. Good job. Chat. We need to change chat into chatting. Now chat, remember boys and girls, is remember chat is when you have a little talk with someone, a little talk. So we're just talking with someone just a little bit, just a little talk. So I'm just gonna have a little chat with my friend really quickly. I'm gonna talk to her about her writing. Little chat, right? So the two of us are chatting. Chatting. Who knows what we need to do here and why? Who thinks they can tell me the whole thing? Good. Okay, Jace G, you want to try? Go ahead.
It's chatting because there's only one vowel and at the end is a consonant.
Good. One vowel and one consonant. Short vowel and one consonant. So what did we have to do to turn this? Say it again. Double it up. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Did you guys hear what Jay said?
Yeah.
Double it up, Mrs. Gleason. Double it up. Now, my friends, I want you to look very closely at the next one. Jace, that was perfect, by the way. Chat becomes chatting. Did you guys double it up?
Yeah.
What do you notice with drift? Our next word is drift. Can everybody say drift? Drift. Can everybody say drift again? Drift. I see a blend at the beginning, and I see short vowel I. And Frank, what do you notice?
That it's a word from the Cat Bandit.
Ah, it was in our phonics, one of our phonics stories, the Cat Bandit. But what do you notice? What else do you notice after this short I? Richard?
There are two consonants.
There are two consonants. Good job. So what do you think is going to happen, Richard?
We don't need to double it up. All we have to do is put an ing.
No doubling. Just slap on that ing and we are done. Can everybody just slap it on? Slap it on. Do we need to double up that last T?
No.
No, why not?
Because there's two consonants.
There are two consonants. Did everybody see that? So drift becomes
Drifted.
drifting. D-R-I-F-T ing. No doubling necessary.
Miss Gleason, there's a blend.
There is a blend at the beginning of drifting. Beautiful. Good job. Okay, we're going to do one more and then we're going to turn our attention to our reader and I'm going to let you guys finish these up later. Okay? Let's end with H-U-M. What is that word? H-U-M. Try your best to blend your sounds. Good. I see Jace using one of the ways that we learned. What word is it, everybody? Hum. Hum is like when you're singing a little song. You're not really saying the words. Mrs. Gleason does this a lot because I don't know the words. I just pretend. Humming. We're going to change hum to humming. Hum to humming. First of all, what's our short vowel? What's our short vowel? Raise up a quiet hand. What's our short vowel? Michelle? You. Good job. And Ariana, what do you notice after the U?
U comes the M.
M. How many consonants do you see? After U, how many consonants do you see? Just one. Catherine, what does that mean if we see just one consonant after a short vowel?
We have to double it up.
We have to double it up. Beautiful. I'm so impressed with you guys. What's our new word that we created, everybody?
Humming!
Humming. Did you double it up?
Yes.
What did we have to do, everybody?
Double it up.
Double it up, Mrs. Gleason. Double it up. Good job. You guys did fantastic. Can you please open up your book?
Yeah.
Your reader, you may close that right now. You are going to be finishing these later by yourself. Put that off to the side. And please open up the Cat Bandit. Before we jump to the story, everybody look at the page in the front of the book that tells us where we can find our stories. Who remembers what that page is called? What do we call the page in the front of the book that can help us find where all of our stories are at, or all of our chapters, if this were a chapter book? What is this called? Who remembers? Who remembers? Do you think you remember? Yeah? I'm not sure if your hand is up or not. Okay, Frank. What is that page called?
It's called a table of contents.
A table of contents. How does a table of contents help us?
By looking at the pages.
It helps us find the page numbers. Today's story, boys and girls, is called the Chicken Nugget. The Chicken Nugget. What page can we find the Chicken Nugget on according to our table of contents? Page 6. Follow your dots. It begins on page. Do you even need to ask Mrs. Gleason what page?
10.
The Chicken Nugget. Follow your dots carefully. Look. 6. Good. So everybody should now be on what page?
Page 6.
Page 6. And sure enough, when you get there, what's the title?
Chicken Nugget.
The Chicken Nugget. Is everybody there?
Yes.
Okay, Mrs. Gleason is going to read this story. I'm reading it today out loud to you. However, next time you guys will be reading it to me and we'll be working in some small groups. And I would like to see that you guys are starting to read it nice and fluently. Aiden, it's okay if you go ahead and put that pencil inside your desk. You won't need it right now. Okay, everybody's on the Chicken Nugget? Okay, I want you to follow along with your fingers, eyes, and brain. And then I'm going to ask you to do something for me when we get to the end of the story. So make sure you're paying very careful attention. Yes, Ariana?
We have humming.
You humming? Do you see? You saw? What did you see?
The M and the N.
M, double M, like in humming. Yes, that word says swimming. Swimming also has a double N. Good job. I like how you're looking and paying attention. Okay, is everybody on the Chicken Nugget? I'm not going to begin until I see fingers, eyes, and brains. Beautiful. Ready to go? Fingers on the first word. First word is Hank. Put your finger on the first word. Very good. Here we go. You just need to follow along. You don't need to repeat after me right now. I'll let you know when you will repeat back, okay? Hank set his dish in the sink.
Head.
He left a big chicken nugget on his dish. On the dish, sorry. The nugget was still hot. The smell of chicken drifted up from the sink. What does that mean, the smell drifted up? What does that mean, drifted? What do you think that means? Kimura?
It drifted off and maybe smells it because it's drifting off.
Yep, good. Help her out a little bit. Help her out a little bit. Catherine?
The smells going.
The smell was going everywhere. Good job. I like how you used a different word there. It drifted into the den. The cat bandit was napping in the den, but he was sniffing as he slept. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Good job. Turn your page. I know you guys probably saw lots of sounds and words that we could read. Good job. Follow with your finger.
I see the G.
So very good. Let's keep going. The cat bandit sprang up.
Sprang up.
He ran in
He ran in
and spotted the nugget
and spotted the nugget
in the sink.
in the sink.
Okay, you don't need to repeat right here. He sat a bit thinking up a plan. Then he went to the closet and got a bunch of boxes. He set up a box. Then he set up a big box next to that box. Then he set the biggest box next to the sink. The cat bandit set off running. I'd like you guys to repeat back after me as I read this ending. Okay? Everybody with me? Put your finger on the cat bandit. Are we all ready?
Yes.
The cat bandit
The cat bandit
set off running.
set off running.
He ran up the boxes,
He ran up the boxes,
hopping from box to box.
hopping from box to box.
Then munch, munch, munch.
Then munch, munch, munch.
That was the end
That was the end
of the chicken nugget.
of the chicken nugget.
Is that sentence familiar to us? Didn't we have that in the last story too? Munch, 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 that little cat bandit. What's another word for a bandit? What's another word for a bandit? Casey? A thief. Good one. Very good. Yes. Richard?
A robber.
A robber. Good one. Yes. Jace?
A burglar.
Burglar. You guys are doing great with your synonyms. Okay, do you guys see 3 little sticky tabs next to your desk Mrs. Gleason stuck on there this morning?
Yes.
I'd like you to look at this page, and I'd like you to see if you can find a word or words that we learned, with sounds that we learned about today. Anybody, I want you to be a detective. I want you to be a good detective. Look in the story. You can use your sticky tabs. Everybody got 3 of them. You can separate them. They'll stick right in the book. You can stick them right in the book. They won't damage the book. Look for words right in the bottom of this page, in the part that we just read together. Does anybody see a word or words that have some sounds that we learned about today? You can stick it right in the book. When you find one, stick the tab right next to it. Stick it in your book. Good. Who found one? Did you find a word? I'll help you. This could be a little tricky. Here you go.
Pick, Speedy.
Find one.
What word is that?
Okay, so just find a word in the book.
Okay, and why
Find
did
the
you pick
sound
that
you
word?
learned. You see any
Why did you
words?
pick that one, Michelle?
Ooh, Jace G found one. Do you see what Jace did?
Right up at the
He
board.
found one
It's a
and look what
tricky
he
word?
did. Right in his book. Do you guys see what he did?
He highlighted it.
He highlighted it. I like that. Here you go. Find another. Find another. If you find one, be a detective. Be a reading detective and see if you can find another. Sure. Do you see any sounds? The cat bandit set off running. Ooh, you found one. You found one. Good. I like it. And Ariella put her highlighting tape right on top. And do you see how you can still see through it? Isn't that tape so cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still see your words. Yes, sure can. Sure can. The cat bandit set Okay, 1 second, but I want you to try by yourself for now, Aiden. I'm very sure you can find one. The cat bandit set off running. He ran up the boxes, hopping from box to... Good job! I like that. Good job. Want to look for another? Let's start up here.
Go girl. Me too. Beautiful.
In the sink, he sat a bit looking up a plan.
What do you have, sweetie?
It doesn't even have to be with just today's sounds. Maybe it's a sound that we learned last week.
Good girl.
Okay, let's try it together. Read with me. You read.
The cat bandit set off running.
You see any? Oh, you did it! And all by yourself.
Finished.
Good, you found 3 words. Who would like to share a word that they found with sounds that we learned? Who found a word? Mrs. Gleason's gonna add them to this little chart here. It's gonna say words that we know, words that we can read. Tell me what you found. Yes, Ariana S.
I found
A little help? Say
hopping.
hopping. Good job. Frank?
I found running.
Running. Good. Ariella? Say
Biggest.
biggest. Why did you highlight biggest?
Because it has big E.
Oh, it had the short E. Very interesting. I thought she was gonna say double G, but she highlighted biggest because it had the short E that we worked on. Good, Catherine.
Nugget.
Nugget. Why did you highlight nugget?
Because it had 2 G's.
Double G. Very good. One more, Ariana.
Biggest one running happy.
3 of them. Good job. Biggest. Did you say running and hopping? Good job. Why did you highlight hopping? Ariella, please be a good listener.
Because hopping has the I and G.
I-N-G at the end. Good. What else what do you remember we had to do to turn hop into hopping? What did we have to do first, everyone? Double it. Double what? Double up the P, that final consonant. Good job. You guys did an excellent job on today's lesson. Fabulous. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You're reading